Hello, my name is Thomas. I'm a member of the support team over here at ISPolitical, and today we will be talking about tools. So, there's a bunch of tools that come installed with every new account. We're only going to talk about a few though, but where we're going to start is on Tools, Add, Remove Tools. So this is where you can go to view the tools that are currently installed in your account and also to remove and add new tools as well. So we have an installed section here. Of course, there's a search bar here at the top. But at the top here, we have the installed section. So these are all the tools that are installed. And if I scroll down far enough, eventually I will come across a section that is labeled available. Here we go. And so each of these tools is available to me as well. Um, each one comes with a little corresponding description, and all you have to do to click on them is, or all you have to do to add them is just click on them. And each one of these should have a corresponding help file as well. So if you want to click down here, click our help file button, search that tool, and we should have more information there as well. If you already have a tool installed and you want to remove it, it's as simple as hitting the little X at the bottom here. So let's start with AI at ISP. This is our little AI virtual assistant that does a bunch of cool stuff in your account. Mine is off. I'm going to flip that on. I'm going to flip all this stuff on. So we have auto combine duplicates here. So that is, our system is going to automatically combine duplicate records in your database that are basically exact matches. So it doesn't want to be combining anything that might not be a duplicate. So it's only going to combine things that it's absolutely sure about. So if you have two John Smiths in your database, but they have slightly different addresses, the AI is going to leave those for you to make the call on. And we'll talk in a minute where to go to view those potential duplicates. So next up, we have auto imports. So these are the settings that you're going to use when you're using an integration, whether it be Anodot, ActBlue, WinRed. This is how you can control how those donations come into ISP. So right now, if I had an integration set up, it would be coming in with the budget category of online. It would get the general 2024 election. I don't have a financial account associated yet because I haven't added one, and so on. But if I want to change any of that, I can just hit update here and I can change the budget category to whatever I want. I only have one election, but I can change that too. And yeah, so that's how you can control how things come into ISP through an integration. And then we have auto mark as filed. So this is if you e-file a report through our system will automatically mark that report as filed, and that's just to keep your previously generated reports page a little bit neater. It keeps things nice and organized. Next up, we've got send missing occupation employer emails. That is basically, and I can hover over this to tell me what it does, but basically our system, if you have this on, will email people that do not have occupation and employer info on their record. So if someone's going to show up on the report, if they're over that $200 itemization threshold, and you don't have their occupation employer in there, our system will send them an email basically asking for that. And then once they respond with that information, the system will automatically add that onto that donor's record for you. So you can hit customize email to change what that email looks like. But basically, it says something along the lines of, hey, thanks for your donation, but we need your occupation and employer. But you can always change that. Um, and then next up, we've got send alerts. So send alerts is going to keep you up to date with everything going on in your database, any upcoming filing deadlines. If you add a transaction that might be over that legal limit, the system will let you know. If you add a potentially duplicate transaction, the system will let you know, things like that. In order to get those emails, you need to indicate yourself as an alert recipient. So in order to do that, I have no alert recipients at the moment. I can just hit edit, and then I can input myself as an alert recipient there. So next up, we've got combined duplicates. And this is what I was talking about earlier. When the system isn't sure about combining a potential duplicate for you, it'll leave it on this page for you to take a look at. So I don't have any data in this test account, unfortunately, but basically you can come here and you can search for duplicates in a bunch of different ways. So you can change your entity type, probably just leave that all. Name match, you can be very, very strict with your name match, A plus, or you can be less strict, A, and so on. So C level is going to cast a pretty wide net. But C level can be useful, or even any name can be useful for finding those less obvious duplicates. So I do recommend running that every once in a while. And then you can change the contact information that you're searching for. So you can search by just name only. You can search by address line one, phone number, email address, whatever it may be. And so keep in mind that you can change how strict you are with duplicates. Um, Next up, we've got quick imports. So this is where you can go to quickly import data into your account. So we've got a bunch of different formats here. The default one is going to be the AI assisted. This is a very non-specific format, as you can see, compared to something like online donations. Oh, I need to add a financial account first. Let me go ahead and do that. Add financial account, testing, and we will do checking account, and that should be fine. Okay, so now I go back to tools, quick imports. So, as I was saying, AI assisted is a very non-specific format, but if I select like online donations, you can see that here on the about section on the right-hand side of my screen, it gives me the exact order that the file the exact order of the columns that need to be in the file. So for example, column A needs to be prefix, column H needs to be employer, and so on. And at the bottom of this, in the about section, there's an option to download the template. And our template will have these columns in that exact order. Then you can copy and paste your data into our template, and then you know, okay, this file is going to work with this format. And each one of these formats that is not AI assisted is going to come with a corresponding template. So always check here at the bottom of the about section on the right, download that template, and then you know that that will work. But you can always try the AI assisted format first. Basically, as you can see, you select AI assisted, you browse, you select your file, and then you try to import it. The AI over the years has gotten really, really good at importing just about any file. It may need some help along the way. It may say, hey, is it okay if I skip this column? You may have to edit your file a little bit here and there to get the AI to be able to import it. And if you ever have trouble with that, you can send it to us and we can take a look as well. But always try AI assisted first, and if not, you may need to go use one of these more specific formats. So